Hi, I'm Dr. Feelright, giving you common sense solutions to everyday problems. And today I will share with you another recipe from the Dr. Feelright Fat Loss Recipe Catalog. It's my delicious one-carb keto cinnamon rolls with a bonus twist. You can make these rolls with two different outcomes, and I won't spoil the surprise for you. I know that you're curious about what that twist is, so let's begin. You will need the following ingredients. A low-carb flour, and as you know, my favorite is the flours from LC Foods. And in this case, I'm going to be using their bread flour. These flours are my preference since they are 4 net carbs per cup and they contain no soy. You can use a flour like CarbQuick or others, but they may contain soy protein, a substance that I avoid, and that will be a subject of a future Dr. Feelright project. You'll also need yeast, preferably fast-rising yeast, powdered erythritol, butter or margarine, olive oil, cinnamon, and salt. In a bowl, add 3/4 cup of warm water, 2 teaspoons of yeast, and a touch of sweetener for the yeast to feed on in order to proof. To the yeast mixture, add 2 cups of the flour, 4 teaspoons of sweetener, 1/8 cup olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 4 teaspoons cinnamon. Mix the ingredients together with a fork until they incorporate, and if the mixture is too sticky, you can add an additional 1/4 cup of flour or as needed. Form a ball and knead for 1 to 2 minutes. Then place the dough into a container sprayed with cooking spray or lightly greased with oil. Allow the dough to proof for at least 2 hours or overnight. It'll double in size. Now place the dough on a sheet of parchment paper, spreading the dough with your fingers or rolling it out to approximately 13 by 8 inches. Melt 1/4 cup of butter and spread the butter over the flattened dough. Now you combine 1 cup erythritol, 1/3 cup cinnamon or more if you choose, and a pinch of salt. Combine until uniform and then spread the cinnamon sweetener mixture over the buttered dough. Now don't be alarmed if it's white, as the mixture will darken as it bakes. Now begin to roll the dough into the mixture until you have a roll, and you pinch the dough closed. Use a knife or a pizza cutter to slice the roll into 8 or 9 rolls. Lightly spray a 9-inch baking pan and place the rolls into the pan and bake them at 375 degrees for 25 minutes in the center rack. Check the rolls periodically as your oven times may vary. And while the rolls are baking, let's take a few moments for a Dr. Feelright health tip. Many are under the misconception that you can eat anything that you want and then exercise fat away. And for 99% of the population, this is simply not true. Now here's the simple math. A pound of fat has 3,500 calories. If you take 2,000 steps, you will burn 100 calories. This means that in order to burn a pound of fat, you must take 70,000 steps or walk every day for nearly 2 hours. This doesn't take into account the fact that you eat, and your calorie intake could be 2,000 to 3,000 calories in a day. So in essence, what you're doing is you're in a situation where you're not making much progress. It's virtually impossible to get rid of a lot of fat in a scenario where you're eating 2 to 3 fast food meals, which could encompass 2,000 to 3,000 calories, plus you're taking in the calories on a daily basis, which could add up to about 5,000. So you can see by simple math that it would take you forever if you were simply walking. This is the truth that you need to understand. In order to change your body composition, you must change the foods that you're eating, and there's virtually no exception to that rule. Now let's get back to the cinnamon rolls. They should be golden brown, and they should give slightly when poked with your index finger. Now allow the rolls to cool for about an hour, and while they're cooling, let's prepare the icing. Add 1/2 cup of sweetener to 1/8 cup of butter that's been melted and 4 teaspoons of half and half or whipping cream. Mix together with a spoon until thoroughly incorporated. And you want to allow the icing to sit for about 2 minutes before spreading over the cooled cinnamon rolls. Now, you could stop right here and have a delicious roll for breakfast, coffee, dessert, or whatever, anytime. But wait, you can have a caramelized version that has a brulee crunch. And here's how you do that. Return any number of the rolls to a pan and place them back into the oven for 15 minutes at 375 degrees. There will be a cinnamon syrup that forms at the bottom that you can scoop up and drizzle back over the buns if you want. Allow the buns to cool, and now you have a caramelized version. Try either version or combination of both. They microwave nicely or are good just simply straight from the refrigerator. And there you have it. Cinnamon rolls made two ways with one net carb, and they are delicious. I'm Dr. Feelright. Thanks for watching and have a great day.